The Community Service Individual and Corporate Philanthropy Awards celebrate individuals and organizations that have harnessed the power of their assets, resources, skills, and the visibility to go far beyond their job descriptions to make a significant and positive impact on society. Please join me in congratulating this year's finalists for the Community Service Individual Award. Mary Jo Griffin of Salisbury, Massachusetts. Lynn Marcella of Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Dr. John Mulqueen of Gardner, Massachusetts. And Rosalind Wood of Andover, Massachusetts. This individual was inspired by his wife's adventurous spirit and the story of a nun's travel, which made him decide to travel to Haiti in 2001 to help meet the needs for medical personnel. His life was changed forever. Since his first visit, he has traveled to Haiti at least once a year, each time helping people in dire need of basic medical care. In 2008, he formed Forward in Health, a nonprofit that helps to bring basic health care to the people of Haiti and to expose Americans to the life of a third world country. Participants in the Forward in Health Student Club at Gardner High School are exposed to the life in Haiti and have the opportunity to travel and do mission work during their spring break. His work in Haiti has reminded him of the reasons why he chose medicine as a career, the privilege of helping others. We are honored to present this year's Individual Community Service Award to Dr. John Mulqueen.
Well, I am grateful and humbled, particularly after reading the resumes of the other three finalists here tonight. I'd like to thank Ray LaFond for nominating me. Ray is well known in the Gardner and Fitchburg community for his own service in those communities, and he certainly works for the right bank. I'd like to thank Enterprise Bank. I'd like to thank Enterprise Bank. They really are a modern day Bailey's Savings and Loan from It's a Wonderful Life. Enterprise Bank certainly understands the value of supporting the people and institutions in their communities, and I'd like to thank them for that. I would not be standing here tonight if it wasn't for one person, my wife, Paula, who is not my better half, but is really my perfect half. Paula, Paula and I are polar opposites, but like pieces of a puzzle come together to form the picture. The reason I would not be standing here is because I would never have thought to go to Haiti. Paula told me many times that she would like to put her nursing degree to good use by going to a third world country, and I heard it enough so that when the opportunity presented itself, my eyes and my heart were open to the opportunity. So when I did travel to Haiti in 2001 for the very first time, I did return and said I'd never say a bad word about Gardner ever again. I also said that I'd return, but it would take a long time. But really, within about a month, I decided I needed to return and have been going back ever since, and Paula has been traveling with me also. We formed Forward in Health in 2006 to build a medical clinic to a population in the southern part of Haiti of about 18,000 people who don't have really any access to medical care. Their only access would be if they can travel about 30 minutes, if they can find a truck and have the money to pay for that medical care. So when we first bring medical teams to Haiti, people will come up to us and we'll say, what's wrong? And they say, I've had a headache for 3 years. And we'll say, you've had a headache for 3 years? And they say, no, they had a headache 3 years ago, but it's better now. So what else? Well, I've also had a cough for the past 6 months. So you've been coughing for 6 months? No, I had a cough 6 months, it's better now. So we were confused, but eventually we started to understand that when you really never see a physician or a nurse, when one shows up, you have to tell them everything that you have that's ever happened to you. The medical clinic is scheduled to open this coming January, and we started in 2006 with trying to make the plan, so it's been a lot of perseverance. Not only do we help the people in Haiti, however, we're most proud that we're also helping our community. We bring medical teams down and return doctors and nurses who are better doctors and nurses for their community because they are reinvigorated with what it meant to become a physician, a nurse, and to do healing medicine in its most basic form. We had one orthopedic surgeon who went down with us when he was 58 years old and said he had never been as proud to be an orthopedic surgeon since he was a resident when he was in his 20s. We also bring students down to Haiti, and we've changed many lives. We've inspired them in ways that you can imagine, going to a third world country. But we also have parents come back and say, I'm not sure what you did with my daughter, but she won't stop talking to me. She hasn't said any more than one-word answers since she was about in the 8th grade. Finally, I think the world not so much needs a whole lot of many more optimists, pessimists, or realists. I think the world needs more people who are able to persevere when they have obstacles thrown in front of them, when walls are thrown in front of you. I'm here to tell you that if you keep knocking on the walls, they will eventually fall down. Thank you.